Why are chefs so mean? Because they beat the eggs.
His name is Ed, and he's got a cooking channel. It's Edible Ed. It's a cooking show. Gonna cook some good food for you.
On today's excellent episode of Edible Eds, I'm making the ultimate breakfast scramble. It's kind of a hybrid between the scrambled eggs and an omelet, so it's called the scramblet. The Edible Ed scramblet. It's pretty cool, right? I'm gonna trademark that after I finish this. It's gonna have some mushrooms, some onions, some bell peppers, some diced ham, and delicious, fluffy eggs. And you don't have to do exactly what I did with the ingredients I did. This is just kind of how I like to make it, but you definitely could put whatever you want. If you just want to do a veggie scramble, cool. If you want to do all meat, put bacon or sausage in there, whatever you want. This is great for breakfast, but it's also an awesome weekday dinner idea. So how about me and you? We get started on this thing. Let's do it.
Let's get cracking with our eggs. Gonna crack about 6 large eggs into a mixing bowl here. You got about half a cup of whole milk, or if you're feeling super indulgent and really want creamy, fluffy eggs, you could go ahead and throw in about half a cup of cream. To the eggs and our milk, we're gonna put in some salt, some black pepper, some garlic and herb seasoning, and my secret weapon, poultry seasoning, and mix to combine. We have a pan on high heat here with our olive oil and ghee going in. Got some onions, some mushrooms. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit more of that olive oil, ghee, some more salt and pepper. Every time you add a new ingredient to your pan, you want to season that ingredient. Gonna stir it up. We're gonna toss it like a boss, chef style. Throw in some green bell peppers. Again, toss that like a boss, chef style. Just mix and combine. We have our ham going in there, diced ham. Mix and combine, make sure everything's nice and mixed up, and then we slowly, the slower the better, add our eggs to our pan. It's a beautiful shot there, very pretty. And it's time to get scrambling. Just scramble everything up, mix it up, get nice big curds of eggs, and then we top it with some cheddar cheese, and this is where it becomes a hybrid of the scrambled eggs and the omelet. We're gonna turn the heat down to about low. The eggs are already cooked. We just want that cheese to melt, and we're gonna build a crust on the bottom of that pan with that egg, and just let that cheese melt, that residual heat, just melt that cheese and build that crust. And we have our tots going down on the plate, our super crispy, crunchy, delicious tots. And we wanna go ahead and just spoon or spatula our delicious, crispy, creamy, fluffy eggs on top. Delicious. Can't wait to eat.
It's time for some Ed Bites. So I got these fluffy scrambled eggs. I got those crispy hash browns that I fried in my fancy new air fryer. You could just use an oven or fry them conventionally, however you want, but I have a fancy air fryer. So let's try this. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be good. Not tooting my own horn or anything. Oh, you're watching me? Sorry. Those eggs are delicious. They're so fluffy. Those veggies are nice and crisp, but yet tender. Those hash browns are super crisp, so you still get that nice bite when you bite into it. It's a perfect combination. That melty, gooey, ooey cheese. It's delicious. You can't go wrong. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, or what did Taco Bell used to say? Fourth meal? Whatever that is. Yeah, all of the above. It's great. Thanks for watching this episode of Edible Ed. I couldn't have done this without you. Yes, and I mean you, the person watching me right now. Thank you. You're awesome. I'll see you next week when I make something else. Edible, of course. Bye. Okay, the food critic is in the house. Who's ready for some Emma bites? Okay, here we go. Here we go. Chew it up.
Mommy. Yes, Daddy. Daddy. It's delicious, Daddy. Thanks for watching. Bye.
For you, that's for you, Bubby. Delicious. I get a pass, I get an A.
2 thumbs up.
All right, thank you, Bubs. So a man walks into a bar with hard-boiled eggs on his head. The bartender asks him, "Why do you have hard-boiled eggs on your head?" He says, "Because soft-boiled eggs are too hard to keep on there."
What? What just happened?
His name is